Welcome back here on Quad VS. It is time for more 30 days. As you know, yesterday I told you guys, you know what, I couldn't get the update to work for StarCraft, so you'll be getting 2 games of StarCraft today. However, earlier on, I got the update to work, and now it won't connect to my Battle.net account. So I'm currently reinstalling the game from scratch and trying to get all the updates running and rolling on that front. We'll see whether or not we can actually get it going. If it doesn't, then, well, tomorrow we'll get 3 games of StarCraft and 1 game of Warcraft. So if it doesn't, I've got a lot of work for me to do tomorrow. Meanwhile, however, it is Infi versus the one and only Lyn. Orcs versus human. And here on Melting Valley. Melting Valley, interesting map. A lot of high-level creeps all around. We get these granite golems, but also your standard fare of shops. 2 shops, actually, as well as a laboratory on the side and a mercenary camp on the top. Well, let's see. We could be looking perhaps at Fox going for a trapper maybe mid-game, because he can't really lock down anybody except with those sorceresses if he decides to... my apologies, Infi. You can slow down with those sorcerers, so we'll see whether or not he can actually go for a trapper later on to counter anything along the line of, say, your raiders that will most likely be coming out for Lyn. He's already coming up with a Blade Master already. We'll be starting out the creep early on. He did go for a first Altar of Storms, followed by a barracks and then the burrow. On the other side, though, we got Infi doing his standard thing, and he's going for a Mountain King. Mountain King being built by Infi. We'll be doing a lot of attacking. The Mountain King is out, and all the militia already moved out, and he's going for a fairly high camp. So he's going for the Warlord. And there comes the Mountain King. We'll be doing attacking. There we go. Damage coming in, and the workers. We'll take this Warlord down. As a peon is already checking out what's going on. Let's see what's going on here. We got a Voodoo Lounge being built in a nice position. As that Voodoo Lounge is important since Orc doesn't really have any good healing units, unlike human. Maybe if he later on goes for a Shadow Hunter, and he can get that healing wave up. But at this point, that Voodoo Lounge is important because it gives that Blade Master a lot of health, or at least a potential source of health with those potions. Now, he's already got... There we go. He's got that creep down, so the Blade Master is going up. As the peasants are going back to the base, the Mountain King is on level 2, courtesy of this camp, and a farm is already being built up, making sure that that trapper, or at least whatever is coming out of that mercenary camp later on, is not coming out. What did the Mountain King go for? He went for... yeah, here we go. He got a Shadow Priest, so he's being healed early on. So he's going to go for fairly heavily creeping here on towards the Mountain King, trying to get as much damage in as he possibly can. As just be honest, still sitting around. It's a bit of a shame there on that respect. Blade Master still going around, and well, he's got half damage, but he's doing fine, being regen. And those healing salves really important for that Blade Master, coming from that Voodoo Lounge, as I cannot get any health from up. More footmen. Ooh, a grunt. Grunt finds himself surrounded by a couple of footmen. Needs to get the hell out of there. Let's see if we can find... Oh, he's being attacked by the Blade Master. He's already got critical strike on the Blade Master. The Mountain King needs to watch out. He does have Boots of Speed and, of course, Dust of Appearance. Ooh, yeah, that Boots of Speed. Look at that. Gets out of there. As he needs to creep up. Ooh, the Blade Master is being... Ooh, he needs to be dusted. If you can get dusted somewhere in the near future by the Mountain King, that'd be great. But the Mountain King is right there. He's still taking down the High Priest. He's got Frost Armor on him. The Mountain King is forced to retreat, leaving the Blade Master to pick up the creeps. But, all these peasants are being blocked up by the grunts. Nice micro on that part. As the Mountain King is forced back, he needs to get one of these grunts down in order to get a level. But look at that, all these footmen also trying to get in. But these peasants quickly move towards militia, forcing the Blade Master back by the hammer throw of the Mountain King. And now the Mountain King can finish off on towards this camp. Ooh, the Blade Master did try to... Oh, he did steal it! Ooh, ooh, ooh! Yes, he did. Yeah, he definitely did. He did manage to steal that item. And that was a Ring of Protection. So that's that +2 modifier gone. The Mountain King does pick up the kill, and we'll be building an arcane vault. So expect this area to be the next expansion point for Infi at this point. As he is continuing to build up. What's he doing in his base, though? Building a more footman. No builds up on his on his town hall. Stronghold, however, T2 coming out for Lyn. And he could be looking at T2, so with Raiders somewhere in the near future. More grunts coming out, and I'm gonna guess we are gonna see a panda. He has just gotten a panda. So we're trying to abbreviate the footman, followed by fire breath. Could be an idea. There we go. Fire breath coming off, and that shadow priest will be targeted. And shadow priest still trying to get the damage in, but that critical strike is not enough to take down the Mountain King. Ooh. Panda needs to get out of there. He's being speed scrolled. Some more arcane towers are coming up as well. More fire breath coming out, but it's not going to be enough. Ooh, this Brewmaster is being stunned. That could be problematic. This Infi has him, just try to get him on the ropes. Meanwhile, Infi has to move back. Ooh, that Brewmaster. Yeah, there we go. Hammer throw takes down the Brewmaster. He goes down. He has to go back to the base. Meanwhile, that TP is being popped off by the Mountain King. Goes home. Did kill the Brewmaster, but at the expense of his expansion, which will now be, well, at least the setup for his expansion, which will now be taken down. Meanwhile, in the base, we got Bestiary and Spirit Lodge. We get your classic stand-up, absolutely classic for Orc here. It's going to be Spirit Walkers with Raiders. In the late game, expect these peons to be thrown in the mix as well, just to distribute that damage with Spirit Link on towards the troops, just to make sure that that damage comes out. But this right here, classic move here from Lyn. Not much he can do about that. Very, very nicely done. And to be honest, it's what he should do. It's a tactic always been used by a lot of people. Grubby uses it. Rotterdam has used it in the past, and it has just proved to be so incredibly effective. And is really one of the saving graces of Orc here. And here we go, Spirit Walkers being built, and we got Ensnare as well. So that is really what he wants to do. Now Brewmaster, however, is low on experience, and he needs to level up to get that abbreviation up. Just get more damage in towards the troops, and that will be very nice if you can try to take down anything interesting that comes out from Infi's base later on. I don't see anything particularly interesting coming up, though. No Arcana Phantoms being built. And that doesn't really hit. There we go. The expansion is being built up, as predicted.
We're under attack.
But Infi is really not doing much. He's really putting all his eggs in a basket. How much health does he have? He's got 40. Oh, excuse me. He's got 40 food, 150 gold. He needs to get these towers up, make before the base gets raided.
Job's done.
So Blademaster gets a level. And gets another level on his critical strike. The Brewmaster is now level 2 as well. And we got a Scroll of Healing. That'll be important later on. And we got this Spirit Walker once again. And the Footman is scouted out, so he knows what's going on up there. Another Spirit Walker being built. Or trained even. As these Shadow Trolls and the Berserker are really doing it for speed. Scroll being popped off with Windwalk on the Blademaster. That tower will be doing it. Here we go. There's the Fire Breath from the Brewmaster. Ooh, that Orc could be low. No, stun did come off on towards the Blademaster again. Now the Mountain King is in a little bit of trouble. Ooh, there we go. Windwalk again. The Mountain King is being ensnared. He's being pounded to death. All these footmen are trying to get in front of the Mountain King, trying to block him up. As the Blademaster is trying to get healed as well. We have these Raiders coming in. As the Mountain King falls back again. What did he cost so far? The tower is still doing a lot of damage. This footman is probably going to go down at this rate. The Brewmaster is in a lot of trouble. The Brewmaster could be going down. It's a Brewmaster going to go down. Yes, that Brew. Oh, he gets healed just in time. As the Mountain King goes down, but the Blademaster is down as well. but this expansion is looking to be toast somewhere in the very near future, as long as this tower doesn't go down. All these peasants are there hammering away on that tower. They need to get something down. These Spirit Walkers are going in as well, going in towards the Shadow Priest. Shadow Priest is really what's holding Infi's forces together right now. That's a Berserker down. There's another Berserker right here. These Raiders are pounding in the damage. The Spirit Walkers are doing good as well. The Brewmaster is now on level 4 and is beginning to be a force to be reckoned with. What is he going to be doing? He's Spirit Linked as well, but it's going to be difficult to do something with that.
Job's done.
The Mountain King was level 3. The Brewmaster is level 4. The second hero of Lyn is actually higher than his first one. And that's a footman down, scouting out this expansion. Lyn has secretly been building. Out of sight, out of mind, as we say. Let's see if we can actually do something creative with that. There's a Spirit Walker. More Spirit Lings being provided. And that Blade Master is coming up on the field as well. We have 2 Shadow Priests here as well. Look at all those towers. Infi is thinking, yeah, that's really nice you got there, Lyn. But I'm not going to let that pass. And Lyn's like, okay, I'm not going to let that pass either. Let's kill these towers, boys. Not that they're going to matter much, considering they're only for viewing, but still. These guard towers are really doing the damage. We're really the power going for. Oh, that's just mean. That is just mean by the Brewmaster taking down that tower. The expansion is keep being built. And there these towers need to be upgraded to guard towers somewhere in the very near future, because this Brewmaster is just bouncing in back and forth doing the flame breath. They are being, and the rest of the units are being Spirit Linked as well. Now Spirit Link onto what's a Blade Master would be nice, as well as the Pen Down Brewmaster. Here we go. Lyn going in for the kill. 2 of the peasants down. Woo! Nicely done.
Ready to work.
Keeps on pounding him off, and he's just really putting him with the back against the wall. He needs to get these guard towers doing the damage, but the Spirit Link is just too strong to do anything with it. Oh, this Town Hall is getting a beating. It's not going to last. These peasants are trying so hard trying to get the power in, and they're being ensnared left, right, and center. There's not much he can do. Spirit Link once again coming in. Oh, good game is being called. Infi leaves it for what it is. With his Mountain King out for the count, cannot do anything. Knows that his expansion is toast. As Infi says to Lyn, you know what, man? You have this. Good game. As that was day number 2 of 30 days, I'm going to check whether or not my StarCraft match is, well, at least my StarCraft game is ready to be called. And with a bit of luck, we'll be doing commentary on StarCraft in the very, very near future. And that would be somewhere in the next 30 minutes. And let's hope I can get it up for tonight as well. And it should be 2 matches back-to-back. So fingers crossed that's going to work. In the meanwhile, if that doesn't work, we'll have 3 more of those matches tomorrow then, if not 4 after that. My name is Acebeck, and this has been 30 Days Warcraft Lyn versus Infi. We'll see you tomorrow once again.